Yo guys, LucarioShirona here. So sorry about being gone for such a long time. I'm still trying to get my mind committed to do things. But yeah, here we are. I'm covering Beyblade news again. Uh and finally on the day when they revealed something new. Both Takara and Hasbro, surprisingly enough. So we'll talk about the first three Beyblades that Takara revealed. Mainly their new CX line. Well, it's not new. I mean, it's kind of like a new upgraded version. Hasbro kind of gave it a new name. I'm not sure if the Takara will follow suit, but yeah, we have finally names for the new Beyblades, and it's Bahamut Blitz. We'll start with Bahamut Blitz because it's a homage to Bahamut apparently, but as far as I'm aware, it doesn't really follow suit. It's like I don't know. I find it very weird that certain homages don't follow suit. It's like, are we just gonna go and do whatever because it's like I don't know because it's not left spin. It's not even the defense type. It's literally an attack type. I think Bahamut is mostly known as a defense, and then you have Salamander because they will also resemble Salamander, which is a balance type, and both left spins. But this is a right spin, so this one throws me off a lot. That's one of the things I know. And one other person said that Clock was also a Beyblade that didn't follow the same typing, but this one kind of a whole bunch of Beyblades are just weird. But let's get it out of the way. Let's talk about what the most unique thing about this CX line, or at least what Hasbro will call it, the CX Infinity. And this time they separate different parts. So the metal and plastic part of the main blade are now separate from each other, and that's crazy. I think somebody said this possible idea. It's like kind of the hybrid system, the metal fights. So I'm kind of curious how this will work, of how this customization. I'm guessing the one for Bahamut will be kind of added weight distribution based on the where the plastic protrusion out. That's going to be interesting. So yeah, we get a closer look, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. I really do like the design. It just kind of throws me off of what it's supposed to be a homage of. Now let's move on to the next one, and we have our brand new CX Night Fortress. When I first saw this design, I love it. It it has just it reminds me of Drasil design to a T. I mean, like in spirit, it has Drasil's design in spirit. I know a lot of people say like, "Oh, it's Dark Perseus, it's a Dark Blade," but you can definitely tell that thanks to the news, this is also falling under the CX line, the new Infinity CX line. Still, it kind of justifies it being separate piece. Also, the shape is also replicated. I mean, the shape is also found on Night Lance, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So that's not a big deal. It looks pretty square. I mean, it's pretty thick looking. I do like it then. The next we have is Rage. And it's a homage to Ragnarok line from Burst. So our a more true Burst homage, all things considered. And I really like it. It follows what I expect in a Burst remake. I mean, in a homage in X. So this is cool. This is also apparently turns out to be going to be owned by Nine Cross or Nine Korusu, X's sister. So that's crazy. So moving on, yeah. So you have all these parts. This was a lot of these three Beyblades were teased at the special event tournaments in Japan. So yeah, that's something to consider. So I think next up is the Start Dash set. And this was actually really cool. Actually, funny enough, it's blue. Who's looking at attack type? Attack type blue. But the funny part is how there was an episode synopsis for that was coming out on March 6th, which also happens to be my sister's birthday. And the funny part is about it is how they addressed that there's going to be a new Beyblade that X will own. And I suspected, oh, it will be blue. And it is going to be the Drawn Strike. I assumed that was the case initially, but it's still funny enough that we still get a blue recolor. That's funny. In the end. But now we have an actual Drawn Strike from Hasbro. Goodness gracious. The new PX Infinity. Oh my gosh. And then the new packaging too. And there's a bit of synergy if you actually pay attention. I actually realized that myself. And I'm actually not sure if anybody noticed, but these guns. Okay, let's actually jump back and forth. Hold on. So, yeah, you see that? There is a very similar design going on. In terms of like how they have the backdrop is reflective on the ground. Yeah, they changed up the box design. There's no longer the window. I think Hasbro took it. I mean, there has been some recent box designs that had removed the rip tab. So definitely Hasbro taking notice about people stealing parts, even though in reality it's because of less security. Because I know that for even back with Beyblade Burst Pro series, people didn't steal parts. So we'll see how this goes. I'm still think people unfortunately going to be stealing. That's unfortunate. That's for the Beyblade itself. It's a 450 FF. Some people say it's free flat, which is going to be very interesting. It resembles Drawn Dagger in a way, but it definitely has some of the more larger blades and smaller ones. And it has more metal, so I wonder, is it going to have more weight? That's interesting to consider. I like the fact that the 3 lines are still maintaining, going to be a thing going forward. They're just going to be addressed as Infinity. This could be just Hasbro only, and as far as I'm aware, the Takara Tomy has never addressed them as Infinity, which probably makes a lot more sense. But I guess this was a unfortunate marketing thing. Probably that Hasbro needed to do on their end, so that's unfortunate. Next up is a new Rocket Griffin. And this is really interesting because it has a brand new gimmick going on for the unique line Infinity. This is very interesting because apparently the blade and ratchet are now together and they have a unique new gimmick to go together with it. So I'm very curious how that one works. I'm very interested to picking one up for whenever they release. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's keep going. Oh yeah, so we also get the confirmation that Hasbro has the new CX line of Rage, Ragna, as well as Shield. I mean, no, Knights. I think we go by a different name. Rage Ragna, and then the other one is the Armor Knight. That's interesting. They changed the name from Fortress Knight to Armor. I wonder if Hasbro made a name change on purpose after fortress. Oh gosh. Oh, the memes I've heard about is so dumb. I kind of have. I'm actually glad Hasbro changed it to Armor Knights. I would take Armor over Fortress, even though even though Fortress is a good name. The meme behind it. I mean, the meme associated with, kind of ruined it for me. Yeah, so yeah, but it's cool to see you're getting the new CX. That's from Hasbro, and then from Takara, it's coming to Hasbro soon. This is kind of the same case as last year, but this kind of shows that Takara and Hasbro are working a lot closer than before. That's cool. That's really cool. Another thing to mention, they don't have a helmet, which is interesting, but maybe they'll show it at a later time. And then we have is a brand new stadium. This is apparently the rail the launches for Extreme Dash lowers down, so it, oddly enough, kind of turns into a regular base stadium. Interesting enough. So I wonder how that works. It comes with two new UX Beyblades. One is the new Shinobi, and the other one is Aegis or something like that. I don't know. It's just both are interesting. I'm curious how the whole gimmicky thing goes. I think I can actually make an assumption of how the Shinobi works. But yeah, that's all I can say. I got not much to say. Oh my gosh. So let's just kind of jump back to yeah, strike drawn or drawn strike. But yeah, either way, I'm excited. These are some brand new Beyblades, and then some of them are kind of making sure that the third line are staying. Very excited. So yeah, not much else to say. So yeah, until next time, bye bye.